I kind of want to be a doctor, but I'm also not sure I want to go to medical school because that just seems like a lot of work.
Oh my god, sweet innocent child. The hard work has barely begun. What up, gamers? And welcome back to my channel. So 4 years ago, back in 2020, after I graduated high school, I made a video for my future self to react to. So that's what this is. And honestly, I'm kind of scared because I've never reacted to one of my own videos on camera before. And also, this was 4 years ago, so I don't know how cringy it's gonna be. Honestly, I was rewatching one of my past videos from around that time, and it was a video where I was reading a letter that I wrote back in 8th grade, and I couldn't even get through that video because it was cringe not only for its content, but also my editing was so bad. So let's see how this video is gonna be. Yeah, I don't remember anything I talked about except for one tiny little clip, so okay, let's do this.
Hello. So, several things have happened since I last talked to you. The obvious, for example, if you can see in my background. That's right, I got a new lamp!
Oh my god, that aggressive zoom. Okay, I remember this. My room used to be green, so I guess between the last video and this video, I painted it, so now it's like blue, which I honestly prefer way more. Also, can we talk about my background for a second? Like, why did I start filming when I very clearly had like a pile of sheets behind me? Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, finally, after like 4 years of wanting to paint my room a different color, it's finally happened. So now my background will look nicer and not that ugly ass green. Sorry, green.
Bro, this is so like Dan and Phil core. You can so clearly tell my editing and my like sense of humor is so like derived from Dan and Phil. Okay, what is going on with my hair in this video? Like, it's like sticking in all directions. Why didn't I like at least like comb it or something? Okay, we haven't even gotten to the actual content yet. Let's keep going.
But if you saw my video from a couple weeks ago, I read this letter that I wrote back in 8th grade, and needless to say, it was really cringy. But, you know, to milk more content, I am now gonna make a video that I will react to in 4 years.
Hello.
So today is June 8th, 2020.
Yeah, I know, it's like late July. I don't want to talk about it. Honestly, by the time this goes up, it's probably like August.
Since I've last talked to y'all, I graduated just about a week ago. And that was great because it was basically it was literally a drive-through graduation.
COVID!
Like, we drove around the back of the school, and then there were like these mini temporary stages, and literally as I was walking down the stairs I almost tripped because the step was lower than I thought it was gonna be. So that was fun. Almost face planted at my graduation.
Wait, sorry, pause. The editing is like so bad. Like, what are these cuts? Like, in the beginning there are parts where I was like struggling to speak, and I should have refilmed it and reset it in a way that was more fluid, but instead it's just like me like talking super slowly, and there are no cuts, and I'm impatient, so that is like too much for me. And then here, I do some cuts, but they're like so abrupt, so it's like low-key jarring. Okay, wait, I think the editing is like this because I used to use this program called HitFilm, and I also had my old computer at the time, and I think it just like could not handle it. So I think it would lag a lot when I was trying to edit, and that's why the clips are kind of messed up. So maybe it's my fault, maybe it's the program's fault.
I've also finally rewatched Avatar, and it was a great time, of course. I don't know, I think I've been getting a bunch of throwbacks to like 8th grade, freshman year, that kind of stuff. And I guess there are many reasons for that. One, obviously I'm graduating, so I guess I'm getting nostalgic about my high school career, even though high school fucking sucked. And I guess also rereading that letter reminded me of stuff I haven't really thought about in like 4 years. And also, I guess rewatching Avatar, because I think the last time I rewatched it was either 8th grade or freshman year. And okay, this is like kind of funny and just me exposing myself right now, but I found this fanfic I was working on around that time. It was like 2016, 2017 or something, and it's an Avatar fanfic. And I found it, I was reading it, and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. And I'm just sitting here like, I can't believe the same person who wrote that cringy ass letter in 8th grade also wrote this fanfic. That's actually somewhat decent.
I do not remember talking about this, and just now when I heard the word fanfic, I got so scared. I had no idea what I was about to say.
My biggest takeaways from Avatar were the music, holy shit, was so good. Shameless self-promo, but I did make a cover of it, and I'm actually so proud of it. Like, obviously nothing beats the original, but I think I did a pretty good job.
It is funny watching me talk about this because since then the live action has finally come out. Obviously, like I said just now, nothing beats the original, but I am looking forward to season 2 and 3.
Especially that scene where...
What?
Oh, spoiler. Yeah, I should probably just preface that there might be some Avatar spoilers. Best character in the show, of course, is Zuko, who arguably has the best redemption arc in TV history. Kylo Ren could never.
What's with the stray? This must have been like around the time the sequel trilogy for Star Wars came out.
He's my favorite for many reasons. Obviously, I relate to him. You know, he's an angsty boy and is always grumpy and stuff. But also, I feel like he's just like the funniest character. You know, his iconic lines, "I'm never happy," or "That's rough, buddy." Okay, but here's the thing about Zuko, too, that I realized. He was the blueprint. This is the origin for my thing for dorky boys.
Okay, bro.
So besides from Avatar, I've been trying to play more video games. I literally spent like 8 hours downloading 3 different games and only one of them would run. Because I've never played an FPS before and I want to play Valorant, but apparently there's like this really invasive anti-cheat they have. So I've been holding off on playing it, but I just really want to.
That's pretty funny because I definitely downloaded Valorant pretty soon after I uploaded this video, I'm sure. Because I've been playing Valorant like for the past 4 years. And past me would have never expected it, but I was on the Valorant team for my school. I was also pretty bad at the game, but we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, I even did some live streams on my channel where I played Valorant.
I played a bit of Destiny 2, and it seems pretty decent. Although
I literally only played it once.
I wanted to play Call of Duty and
did not play Call of Duty.
Game will not fucking load. My computer is literally a potato.
Yeah, bro, that edit. But accurate. So since then I've gotten a new computer. I got a new computer after freshman year, I think, and I got a Razer, which is a gaming laptop, and it definitely runs much better, but I got the lowest tier model, so the graphics are like not that great. Maybe one day I'll have my own gaming setup and a PC.
I'm kind of also tempted to like stream or something, because you can just have hours of uncut content, but again, I have a laptop, I don't even have 2 monitors, so definitely not the ideal situation for that, but maybe eventually I'll do that.
My computer now can't even handle streaming. I can't stream and play a video game at the same time. It lags so bad.
I was originally gonna make like a reflection on my high school career kind of video, but a TLDR is just like, high school was not fun, and specifically grades 8 through 11, I was like hella emo. Like going back and reading that letter from 8th grade, I was so fucking emo. I hated middle school so much, and I just like hated everyone. I was literally just like so angsty.
Oh my god, do I have to read this? Ah, shit, here we go again. Another TLDR because I don't want to edit the footage of me talking because I'm literally incapable of speaking. Okay, true. Basically, high school, sophomore year, and junior year specifically sucked ass because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life and was constantly stressed about it. But no one knows what they want to do with their life, so who cares? Okay. Why waste your energy worrying about it? Okay, bye. Fuck editing, also fuck math class. Okay, fair. I think I said that because I was literally pooping the bed in math. I used to really like math and I used to be really good at it. And then in 6th grade, I got put in like a super duper accelerated math program. And if I remember correctly, the teacher like didn't really teach stuff that thoroughly. And I was struggling and she like didn't really help me. So since then, I've like disliked math and not been that good at it. And I do remember in high school, like, it was so bad. Like, I would literally be like failing exams. And senior year, I took AP Calc. I straight up got like a 30% on the final during the fall semester, and I was supposed to have a D in the class, but my teacher took pity on me and she rounded it up to a C-. So yeah, good times. And meanwhile in college, I managed to graduate without taking a single math class because although I did bad in Calc class, I got a 4 on the AP test, and that was good enough to get me math credit at my school for my gen ed. And the AP test also counted as Calc credit for med school prereqs, so... But yeah, the thing I said about being stressed about not knowing what to do with my future, that is so fair. And it definitely got better in college because I started to realize what I wanted to do, which is become a doctor. So I started working towards that goal. I was taking prereqs and, you know, studying for the MCAT and all that. And don't get me wrong, college was also really stressful. Basically, the stress shifted from not knowing what I wanted to do to knowing what I wanted to do, but having to make sure I could actually get there. So in college, that was stressing about doing well in all my classes and all my exams and worrying about all the extracurriculars I was gonna do and shadowing and volunteering and always being stressed about whether I was doing enough and whether that would get me into med school. So now that I've gotten in, it's like fine, but it was definitely that uncertainty of whether I was gonna succeed.
I think I should interact more with my future self. So first of all, right now I'm filming on this tripod with a light on it.
Still doing
using
that.
my phone. please tell me you have less janky equipment
Well,
in the future.
Okay, it's not that janky. Like, it does its job. Obviously, if I had a camera, my video quality would probably be better. But, like, I think this is fine. It's not like it's, like, pixels. But I do have a mic now. Actually, I feel like I did have this mic back then. I just, like, didn't use it for some reason. But it sounds fine, so I think it's okay.
But I would hope that I have, like, an actual camera that has better quality than my selfie camera on my phone. Also, maybe this should have been the first thing I thought of, but please tell me you're still doing YouTube. I mean, I only started consistently making videos since quarantine started, which was like 2-3 months ago, and I'm worried that as soon as college starts, I'm not going to be able to make videos consistently.
Okay, I wasn't wrong. I did make videos way less consistently, but I did more or less make a video at least once every semester. And I'm still doing it, so the real worry is how consistent I'll be in med school, because in college, I would prioritize school, obviously, and film less. But med school is going to be even more difficult and busy. But I definitely want to make an effort to put a video out, like, at least once every other week. But we'll see if I actually succeed.
But I hope that I'll find time to do it, because it's something I do really enjoy. Yeah, so what else? Currently I'm at around like 80 subs, I think.
Oh, damn.
And hopefully I continue making videos and have a few hundred subs.
Yeah, this was before some of my videos really blew up, like the Saikuno video and probably also my Avatar medley video. And then recently my videos have been doing pretty decent because I've been talking about like med school related stuff. Okay, this is becoming my entire personality now. But I've been talking about med school stuff and I knew people were going to be kind of interested in it. So I have been getting more views than I usually do on those videos. And also I had a couple of videos about Malaysia and Taiwan, and the Malaysia one blew up like a lot, like way more than I was expecting. So that was a nice surprise. But yeah, as of filming this, I'm at exactly 420 subscribers. So nice.
So as of right now, not yet a freshman. I'm gonna be majoring in bio. I'm probably gonna change to like on the pre-med track specifically. I kind of want to be a doctor, but I'm also not sure I want to go to medical school because that just seems like a lot of work.
Oh my god, sweet innocent child. The hard work has barely begun.
I mean, I'm thinking right now possibly pharmacy,
Huh?
because I like
Pharmacy?
medicine kind of things, but I'm not sure I like patient interaction that much. And also very slightly considering being a mortician, low key. Honestly, I
Yes.
think I can handle dead bodies, but the question is, do I want
and
to?
yes. Some people say going to med school, they think they want to do this one specialty, and then they realize they actually want to do something completely different. So far, like since I've started my med school journey, basically, like since I've started college, I wanted to be a medical examiner. And I've stuck by that so far. So right now, I'm thinking I probably will end up sticking to it. Because yeah, I'm really interested in forensic pathology, and since this video, I have shadowed a forensic pathologist, and I really liked it. So I'm still interested in that for now.
So I guess 4 years from now, where I'm looking, I'm assuming I would have graduated with a bachelor's or something.
Yes.
And possibly going to grad school, but I don't
Yes.
know. And I think it would be really dope to be part of the pit orchestra of a Broadway show, but I feel like that would actually be really hard to happen, and I also don't know if I'm good enough of a musician to do that. But that would be really cool.
Yeah, would be cool, but definitely never gonna happen. I feel like now that I've gone through college, I played in orchestra all 4 years, and I actually have a music minor, which I definitely don't think I would have expected 4 years ago. And in my time in college, I've met a fair number of really good musicians, including my friend Andy. Shout out Andy. He's literally phenomenal. Like, when he plays, it's like so clear how passionate he is about music. And don't get me wrong, I love violin, but I feel like I've never gotten to the point where I can get over my nerves and just focus on like the playing. And there are a couple times where I have gotten close to that, but I think my problem is like I can't get out of my head. And so that has always held me back when I'm playing for an audience. I definitely plan to keep playing violin and keep that as a hobby in my life, but I don't think I will ever play in any professional capacity. And I'm hoping when I get the chance, I'll also keep making some violin covers.
So yeah, now I'm gonna talk about and answer some of the questions that I did in the 8th grade letter video. Okay, favorite high school memory. Like I said earlier, can't say I enjoyed high school that much, but I think at least something memorable and kind of positive was during sophomore year, my orchestra got to perform at Carnegie Hall, and we like took a trip around New York City, and that was really dope. And I really wished I'd filmed it, because that would have been, like I said, good content, but also just like a better way to remember it. But yeah, obviously kind of like a once in a lifetime experience to be able to perform in like one of the best places to play music. But also like I think at the same time I was like really not happy during sophomore year, and that was like definitely a thing during that trip. But like, besides that, it was a good time.
I feel like the vibe of this video is just like, I'm so emo. Like, I hated high school and I'm just like, ugh. Even the way I talk in this video, I feel like I'm like low energy. I don't really feel like talking, and I'm kind of like, oh, like I just have to do this. Which I don't think is how I felt when I was recording it, but the way I'm talking is just kind of how it sounds like. That's kind of just the vibe I'm giving off.
And oh god, I'm making
Bro,
googly
why?
eyes at question, of course.
I know what's coming. This is the one part I
really got
remember.
nothing, considering I have not seen a human being in 3 months.
Bro.
But you know, just for memes, I'll insert this clip. Sykkuno, 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 Sykkuno.
You know what? It was funny, but it was also cringe. It's double cringe because, like, not only is this in a video, but I'm reacting to myself having put this in the video. So that's the part that's, like, actually cringe. Like, just watching it by myself, that probably would have been kind of okay. But since I'm reacting to it, these are the consequences of my actions. But you know what? It is content, so it's okay.
Right now, my favorite band slash singer slash song is, I guess I can list a few. So I like the 1975, I like Black Bear, the Driver Era, Panic, Conan Gray, King Princess.
Okay, so out of these artists that I named, I only still really listen to the Driver Era. Like, I love them. I went to their concert last year. It was great. Everyone else, not so much. I think some of these artists are definitely, like, past their era, and I mostly mean Panic when I say this. Yeah, I don't really listen to Conan Gray anymore, although I did go to his concert as well sophomore year. I did really like the 1975 when I was in high school, but haven't really listened to them recently. I could see myself getting back into them though. And King Princess, I do love King Princess, but I also haven't listened to her recently. So maybe another artist I should get back into.
You know, mostly I've just been listening to like songs I like that show up on my Discover. So if you're watching this, just check out my Goodbye High School playlist. I'll link it in the description, I guess, if any of you are interested.
Wait, okay, let's check this out. Okay, these are decent songs.
But right now, I think Antidote and Protein Shake in that playlist are really good. Literally today, I discovered Down by, I think it's
Okay,
pronounced
that is a good song.
Ooze or Ooze. And that song's really good.
What the hell did I just... He has a lot of good songs. Far Cry is another good one. Yes, true.
And Lily Pichu is also making music, and you know I'm an offline TV stan.
Oh, this is when she started making music? That's crazy. Okay. This must have been when she started her Comfy Beats channel.
Wilting Flower by her is really good. I really like
Yes.
violin, piano kind of pieces. I think
Yes.
that's by far like one of the best combinations in music, so
Yes.
yeah. I'll link those in the description. Okay, my closest friends are, I think right now, you know, I haven't really seen my friends that much, but I talk the most to Izzy, Maggie, and Kathy.
Bruh, oh my god. I think that's back when we did... Okay. So, Michelle Lord. I have 3 best friends from high school, as I mentioned. Izzy, Maggie, and Kathy. Our friend group, our group chat is called Clownery. And we went through different eras where, like, there's like 4 things that represent us. So that one was like the 4 emojis that represent us. I don't remember what mine was, but I can guess. There was one thing where it was like the 4 of us as the Amigops, which were Sykkuno, Corpse Valkyrie, and Disguised Toast.
And the stuff you just saw on the screen are designated emojis. This is mine.
Okay, I was wrong. I thought it was gonna be the annoyed face. But close enough.
Undoubtedly, my personal hero is blank, because honestly, the thing about like fan culture, stan culture, putting people on a pedestal is just like not healthy. So I wouldn't really say I have a hero necessarily, but I guess there are like people with good qualities that I admire.
Okay, I agree with this completely. Perhaps it's better to admire certain qualities that people have rather than the people themselves. I mean, there's nothing wrong with admiring people per se, but it's important to remember that they are still human and they do make mistakes.
If I've learned one thing in life, it's...
Bro, not the typo. If I've learned on thing in life, come on, bro.
Okay, I guess I kind of talked about this, just like not worrying that much about things you don't know or can't control. Like I said, I spent like a lot of my time in high school doing that, and if there's any time to stop, it would be now.
Wait, you know what's really funny? I said don't worry about things that you can't control. In college, I spent a lot of time worrying about things I could control because I was worried about studying enough for my exams, doing well on my exams, doing enough shadowing, volunteering, whatever. I said this already. That's crazy. I literally did the exact opposite. So I said don't stress on stuff that you can't control. So instead, I stressed on stuff I could control. Wow.
And the last question, my advice for myself for college is, I think one thing I hope my future self kept in mind is to go out of your comfort zone and join clubs, hang out with people, and don't just shut yourself in your dorm room because, you know, college is a time to meet people and make friends and stuff.
Okay, that's fair. Yes, I did do those things. I did talk to people. I did join clubs. Yeah, I remember I really made it a point to myself to say yes to things when I started college. I definitely did that for the first couple years, and then after that, it started to fall off a bit. I'll talk more about this in part 2. But yes, I did do these things.
I just got my roommate assignment
Bro,
like
not the
last week or
roommate.
something. So, are you good friends with your roommate now?
No, I'm not. I never even met her. I don't know what happened to her, but she just like never ended up going to the school. But I hope she's doing well.
It seems like we have a lot in common, so that's cool. Hopefully, we've become good friends in these
That's
past.
so funny.
So yeah, 22-year-old Michelle. How's life, huh?
It's okay.
So yeah, hopefully you found this kind of interesting, and to my future self, good luck.
Thanks, bro. Oh my god, the old outro. Dude, that's crazy. Like the old end screen, the old music.
And the stuff you saw on the screen are designated. How the fuck do you say
Oh
that
my
word? I'm tilted.
Yeah, CEO of Michelle does not know how to speak. Okay, that was an experience. Honestly, I'm like kind of disappointed. I thought there was gonna be more interesting content. This was pretty like mid, like not that interesting. I think I definitely treated it like how I treated my videos back then, which is like, oh, I'm gonna give you like an update on my life of stuff that happened since the last video. Because back then, I kind of just made videos when I had something to say, and it was basically like a time capsule, I guess. I was basically just talking about stuff that I found interesting at the time. So yeah, the beginning was definitely like not super compelling, but I do think there were some bits here and there that were kind of fun and cool to reflect on. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Let's think about this for a second. This was before I had like the PandaMish intro, but it's also before I started doing like the What Up Gamers. Looking back, it is kind of cool to think about how these like things kind of just naturally came about over time. The What Up Gamers thing I started doing like in real life because, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I was on the exec board for APAC, and so whenever we would host an event and we had to introduce ourselves or something, I would grab the mic and I'd be like, "What up, gamers?" So that's how that came about. And also my outro, like when I'm like, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, thank you guys so much for watching, I'll see you next time, like that thing. I also started doing that like naturally, just like in my videos. I would just like say like an outro, and then over time it became that specific set of words, like those lines. Interesting to reflect and think about. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Hopefully my video for my future self, my 2028 self, will be more interesting than this one was. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it kind of interesting and funny. Feel free to check out the original video to watch the full thing. And I'm gonna do a bit of a sequel to this, where it's gonna be a vlog for my future self to react to in 2028. So stay tuned for that coming next week. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please like it if you did. And as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!